Nice booing. See the dress code was gobshite. If I want a comeback, mate, I would have asked your mum to spit. Honest to God, I am proper shit in my cosy. I really am. Honestly, I've just felt some fruit in my looms there backstage. And I was standing there going, why the fuck are you doing this, Ben? And to be honest with you, I think a small percentage of it is a midlife crisis. This is my motorbike, my sports car. Another small percentage is because it's for cancer research. It's a great cause. You've seen some people up here tonight. You've all funded. Brilliant. But I think the overwhelming reason why I'm doing this tonight is I'm too fat to run and I can't get insured to do a bungee jump. My body is like trying to squeeze smash into a Durex. But thank you everyone for coming here. I know the tickets were fucking a bit expensive, weren't they? And the cost of everything's going up. I see them dickheads in the stock exchange in the city and now measuring inflation against the price of a Freddo like the rest of us. You only got to look at like confectionery to be a barometer of the prices going up and things getting smaller. And like the Kit Kat fingers used to be Jeremy Beadle's left hand and now is his right. But speaking of things getting smaller, I was dead nervous about doing this tonight. I was so nervous, right? And me missus, she's an absolutely wonderful woman. But last night she went to me, she went, Ben, I know what'll relax you. Follow me upstairs in 10 minutes. She gave me the wink. Sexy one, not the stroke one. Right. So 10 minutes later, I'm bounding up the stairs like the Andrex puppy. Well, I wasn't. I'm too fat. I was like doing a worm. But, and I gets up there, and she's got all the gear on, right? She's got a basque on. She's got suzzies on. She's got open crotch knickers. Well, I think they were open crotch. The gusset might have perished on the normal ones, right? But, right. And there she is. She's licking a lollipop. And she inserts it. Vaginally. That's upper minge to you, John. I know, yeah, right, okay. And I said, and hindsight is a fucking wonderful thing, but I said, make sure you don't lose that up there, love. Never went down well. But to be fair to me, she needs it tomorrow to help the kids cross the road at work. So. But the price of everything's up, isn't it? Petrol's up, lecky's up, gas is up, mortgages are up, interest rates are up. My cholesterol and my blood pressure are fucking well up. I went into my local Chinese the other night, 9 Dragons. Cheer for the 9 Dragons, that's right. And I got a 7-course banquet like you do when you're on a diet like me. You'd have 7 courses for your tea and that. And when I went in there, the fella who owns it, Eddie, he's tapping away on his fucking calculator. Sweat's pissing out of him. Looks like he hasn't had any sleep for about 3 weeks. I said, Eddie, is everything all right? He said, no, Ben, I might have to close. Now that's terrible news. And my mum's died. That's terrible news, right? So I said, what do you mean you might have to close, Ed? He said, my rent's gone up, my gas has gone up, my lecky's gone up, my raw materials, my cost of labour, they've all gone up. He said, I just can't afford it anymore. I said, can't you make any cutbacks, Eddie? He said, well, I've laid a few casual staff off. He said, I've increased my prices. He said, I've made my portion size smaller on like my shumais, my spring rolls and my wontons. That was worse news. And my wontons. I said, fucking hell, Eddie. I said, I'm standing here now in here. I said, you've got all them cats doing that. I said, and these neon lights, it's like the fucking Las Vegas Strip. Can't you turn some of these off? He said, no, Ben, but I can dim some. But, listen, being a big lad like I am and all that, it has its disadvantages, believe it or not. I go to the doctors more often. Actually, I don't know whether I am fat. I don't know whether I am overweight on BMI or under height. So if I was like 10 foot 11, I'd be fucking down. Fucking doctors. But you go to doctors, and apart from the Gestapo who work on the reception, yeah, you fucking nosy bastards, right? I can't stand the compulsory fucking maths test you get every time you go to doctors, right? You've got to do multiplication, long division, you've got to do percentages, you've got to do fractions. When they ask you the dreaded question, how many units of alcohol do you consume a week? So in my head, I'm going to sum is 15 pints, 2 units a pint, that's 30. Half it, Ben. Fraction, half it. Fucking hell, that's still 15, that's still dead eye. All right, Ben, go back to 30. Take 66% off, there's a percentage. Take 66% off, that's still fucking 10. You walk the doctors today, say 8, not 2 off, 8. And then the doctor says, what seems to be the problem? That's your job, dickhead. Apart from your fucking maths questions, didn't you notice the stop children crossing sign hanging out my ass? Fucking bellend. But listen, people who know me know 2 things about me, so I'll share it with the rest of you. The first thing is, a cry at the end of Ice Age. When a fella, hang on, I've got to get upset here. When a fella gives the kid back at the end, fucking hell. Alright. And the second thing, I love a good fucking moan, right? So, anyone here into social media? Yeah. You've all got a bit of cunt in you, to be honest. Yous have, right? And I'll tell you why, right? Because everyone in social media falls into these categories. The first one is the fucking experts, right? Experts in everything. Fucking experts. There's a lad called Steve I went to school with. He used to spend 7 hours a day humming or locking himself in the woodwork room. And now he's an expert on fucking Libyan foreign policy and world economics. I'm not saying his head was square, but his barber charged him £8 at £2 a side. Fucking, honest to God. Then you get the fucking inane. Absolutely most pointless, boring bastards inane. I've just had soaked coffee. I feel so caffeinated. The Yeoman bargains on the East Lancs is shocking. Look at my tea. Fucking hell. Right? And then they get by the fucking, what I call a fucking medium-sized attention-seeking prick, says the fella on stage with a microphone doing stand-up comedy for the first time in an audience. But you get your mid-level attention-seeking pricks who go like, what time is Harrods open? This hospital is so boring. Anyone know the number for 999? Yeah, fuck off. Then you get the R ones, right? The likes of Aran, who shares a post of a dog that's been missing in Colorado for 34 years. Or you get the likes of me dad, I set a fucking Facebook group up, friends and family, I'm having a barbecue. First thing my dad's done, he calls them photos, puts the aubergine emoji in. Dirty old cunt. I said, Dad, what are you doing? He said it was next to the thumbs up in my favourites. Dirty old prick. Then you get the Plazzy mourners, right? These people who mourn the death of a celebrity like it was the fucking best mate, right? R.I.P. Tina Turner, you were a massive part of my childhood. I don't think body popping at your auntie's 40 to simply the best counts as a fucking massive part of your childhood. Bellends. Then you get the Oh, fucking these ones. I know she's not on Facebook anymore. That's normally followed by R.I.P. Nan, would have been 152 today. Right? Debbie, your fucking nan never used technology more advanced than a pressure cooker. Right? She couldn't remember your name for the last 10 years, but she's gone to heaven, done an IT course, fucking remembered the Wi-Fi password, God's one, with a numerical 0 instead of an O. Right? And she's fucking joined Facebook just to see your fucking birthday wishes. Just having a bevy with Elvis, thanks for the birthday messages. Fucking hell. Then you get the cryptics. Oh, he's a belter, the cryptics. They say things like, well, he posts to social media, I'm just too devastated to talk about it right now. The fuck's all that about? My weakness is I care too much. Just focusing on me and the kids from now on. I should have married your brother Neil. Fucking dickheads. But by far the worst is the inspirational quotes, right? They're normally a sunset against the horizon or a minion doing a yoga pose. And they say shit like, only the bad days have 24 hours in them. Fucking nice one. Yeah, cheers for that. They say things like, tough times don't last, but tough people do. The only limits in life are the ones you put on yourself. Be kind. Fuck off, you cunt. Can't you do a selfie, Debbie, without bringing Gandhi into it, you fucking bellend? Honestly, I seen one, and it said, it's really difficult to win an argument against someone intelligent, but it's impossible to win an argument against someone stupid. And I thought to myself, haven't you ever heard the phrase, your ma? That wins every fucking argument ever. Your ma, bellends, your ma. Scene 2, right? First one was, the only disability in life is a bad attitude. Growth happens when you do something you're not qualified for. And they were from my GP, who sets maths questions, didn't spot the lollipop up my ass. See the girl I went to school with? Think that's for you, babe. Seen a girl I went to school with, and she put up on Facebook, question everything. And I couldn't help myself. So we said, what? So she said, what? What? So she said, question everything. I went, question who? She went, question everyone, question everything. I went, why? She just didn't get the fucking irony, right? But the real reason I don't do social media anymore, right, is because I fell out with my cousin, and I love the bones of her, but she put out one of these Snapagram, Twitter, Facebooky fucking things. It was a poll, and it says, who's the best vampire on TV or film? Now everyone was going like that smackhead off Batman, Robert Pattinson, or fucking Tom Cruise, or someone, or whatever. And I think you'll all agree with me in here. So I typed it. I went, you're all wrong. It's the fella off Sesame Street, isn't it? And like a keyboard warrior, she bounced back. He doesn't count. I went, a 1, a 2, a 3. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been an audience. Thanks for fundraising. Good night. God bless. Thank you.